Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the last episode of Bassin 101, episode 5. And today, we have Justin with us again. Everyone say love Justin in the comments. Everyone say love Justin in the comments. So we've got Justin with us again, and we're gonna do some pond hopping. I'm gonna take all the baits that I have shown you guys throughout the last 4 videos and shown you guys how to fish, everything that we've caught fish on, and we are gonna go around still water to a bunch of just random ponds or places that we might have fished before, and we are going to just put the hammer down on the fish, right? Hopefully get you guys out to go do some pond hopping yourself, get you guys into some bass. I really want the whole point of this video series to teach you guys to catch bass. I want you guys to learn something. You know, go pick up a fishing rod and see how easy it really is to go catch fish. You don't need the most expensive bait. You need some hooks, some soft plastics, the homie, and it's a good time. All right, we'll get out on the water and get some footage for you guys. Ooh, there's a fish. There's a fish. That's a really good one. No way, Justin's already on. First pond of the day. That's bigger than the baby bass from yesterday. What is that on? Is it the swimmy? Oh yeah, paddle tail for the win. Okay guys, so we're out here fishing. You guys probably, or you will see, Justin actually caught one, like his second cast on the little paddle tail, the little pogey swim shad thing is the deal. All right, so again guys, it's still that springtime, and as we talked about before, one of the best baits in springtime that I like to throw in these ponds is my red lipless crankbait. This thing is sweet, and you know, I always talk about knowing what's in your pond. So this is a pond I happen to know has some grass on the bottom, so I got to keep this thing going fast enough where I'm not going to get weeds, but I'm keeping it maybe in the strike zone if the fish are hanging out a little lower in the water. I think I'd hit grass as soon as I got in the water. Guys, the way we're gonna do this pond hopping, so we're gonna go to as many ponds as we possibly can, right? And these are gonna be ones we either find on Google Maps or we know of previously. We wanna make sure we're not going on to ponds that we're not supposed to be at, causing trouble or something like that. So we're gonna come out and we're gonna just be throwing baits into these ponds, and if we catch a couple fish, it's just on to the next pond, and we're gonna keep moving. And we'll keep you guys updated on how many spots we go to and how many fish we catch. I think I instantly hit grass again. Dude, I think there's way more grass in here. Justin's on. Justin's on. Yes, sir. Dude, that's a good one too. Let me see its belly. Not bad. Sweet. So much grass in here, dude. I might throw a chatterbait. I don't have a chatterbait. I only brought swimmies. Okay, again? Dude. I've been doing nothing but pick off grass all day. Too much grass for me to be throwing the lipless, so here we are. We're gonna throw the pogey swim shad. Yeah. Guys, so another thing we always talk about in fishing is looking for patterns, and Justin's obviously got one right now, just on that slow retrieve. Look at that. Dude, they're not like baby bass.
Like all the time, like
Redemption Day. Good stuff. So obviously that's what's catching fish, so I'm just copying Justin right now. A few things to keep in mind. Number one, always check to see if there's private property signs, no trespassing signs. You guys can get in, oh my gosh, Justin's on again. You know, you guys can get in some serious trouble. Also, if you guys are old enough in your state where law requires you to have a fishing license, please get your fishing license. Because if you come across a game warden who's looking for fishing license and you don't have one, that's grounds right there for you to get a pretty hefty fine, and they'll take your poles too. They'll confiscate gear. So that's something to keep in mind. It's better to be safe than sorry. Most annual passes in states are usually $35, $55 at most. There's a fish, finally. Sweet. All right. Well, I finally got one right here on the white paddle tail. So, Justin's already how many have you caught? 5? Justin's already hammered in 5. I've caught 1. So I think we gave this pond a pretty good whack. I think we're going to change up the bait and then go try another pond. So we'll get you guys at the next spot. All right, so before we actually hop in the car and drive somewhere else, while we're here, we had to hit the most familiar spot you guys have probably seen in my videos, the golf course ponds. We've caught the biggest fish in my videos here so far, and so I figured we got to give these a little bit of a whack before we actually move on to the next off-site pond, per se. So I'm still throwing the lipless crank. I'm probably going to tie on a fluke here in a minute, but we're going to give this a whack and see how we do. What? He's probably on eggs, or she. What are you throwing? All right, ladies and gents, we are doing a shallow water classic here in this pond. So the setup for the fluke is actually pretty simple. So I've got my weightless EWG hook, and then I've got my Jawtech KO shads in the trooper color, just that shiny white color. This thing is sweet. I've caught fish on this fluke. It's just, oh. I'm gonna take the point of that hook, go down just before the curve and pop it out like that. Slide that fluke all the way up and then twist it 180 degrees. Get it up on the eye of that hook. And then remember, we just measure out here. We see the bottom of our hook right here. That's where we're gonna poke it through. Straight up the back like that. And then we're gonna make it weedless, and we just skin hook the nose right there. And that is our fluke right there. Let's see if we get one on it. And remember, since this is weightless, we're fishing it really slow, just giving it tiny taps and letting it sink and do its thing. Did you get one? Yes, we got one in this pond. Oh, let's go, finally. There's a fish. Oh, no way, dude. I got one. Woo! Hey, we doubled up. Dude, look at that. He choked that KO shad. Another Jaw Tech fish for the win. All right, come. Let's hold these up for the camera. Look at that, dude. All right, so me and Justin, we just got doubled up. He's using the swimmy. Hey, there we go. All right, back in the water with these dudes. Hey, don't leave me hanging. This camera's still going, right? No, it wasn't.
Did you not set it?
No, dude. I guess it's on the phone camera. All right, well, frig. What is that? No way. No way. That's icy. Let's pop the ice on. I think this will give us some good luck. So we're just on Google Maps and found a little pond that we happen to know the people who own it. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna go give a whack to this little pond in the neighborhood and go catch some more fish. We're at the 5th pond of the day today. And I come here and I see something that I haven't seen at a lot of other ponds in the videos we've had before. And this is all this grass on top of the pond. Now, a lot of baits will get hung up in this. A lot of baits will get really nasty, really dirty. So you don't want to throw treble hook baits or anything in this. And for this, I've got 2 baits that I know are going to catch fish on this. So the first one, I am sticking with the tried and true Texas rig, right? I've got the Texas rig paired up with some watermelon bogus wigglers from Jaw Tech. So like, that's that combo we have right there. And I'm actually have this weightless because it'll skip across this stuff nice and easy without having a weight bring it up. And then the second bait I want to show you guys that I am going to huck and talk to you guys a little more about is the topwater frog. Obviously the topwater frog is the topwater bait that's going to sit well on top of the water. And the way I like to fish this is just like a frog bouncing across the water. So I'm just going to pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. Move across the water like this. So you can see I'm just gonna go pop, pop, pop. And you guys can see out there that little splash, that's that frog. Splash, and then there's a grass pad right there. I can actually bring my frog up onto that grass pad and twitch it across. And so when I get it out of there, I'm gonna just pop it, pop, pop, pop. Keep hitting it with these pops, throwing up water. See if we can get a fish to come up. And I love targeting like all these mats. Like you can throw this under there, just right on top of all this grass. Like it looks like there's not even any water right here, but the frog shines with that. Hopping this frog across grass, especially when you're on top of the pads, if you just inch it real slow on a tight line and watch where your frog goes. I kind of want to zoom in on my frog so you guys could see it. Oh, there's a fish. He came up and choked it. I hope you guys saw that. That was badass. That was sweet. There's a frogfish. Look at that. Hooked him right in the side of the mouth with the frog. That's sweet. All right, try and unhook him here. All right, good fish on the frog. That is a topwater frogfish right there. I'm just hopping it slowly across the top. Hook him back. Bingo. Right in the middle of that grass where I wanted it. I'm gonna just... Where the heck is my frog at? Oh, there it is. Got him. Got him. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me that fish. Oh, that's a good one. He's a chunky dude. All right, guys. How about that for a frog fish? That was sweet. Right through that grass. I hope you guys saw that too. All right, guys. Well, that is the last fish of the day. There we go. Thank you, Bass. I love you. Give me a kiss. And she's out. Everyone, we're back in the laboratory right now. We just finished up fishing, and man, it was an awesome day out there. We caught a handful of fish on a bunch of the baits that I have shown you guys how to use. That's all you need to go catch fish. You don't need a lot. I want to give you guys a huge thank you for sticking with me for the last 5 episodes. Being new to fishing and getting into the sport, sometimes it can be scary. It's going out and making these for you guys has been a ton of fun for me. Make sure you guys stick around and subscribe to the channel, because coming up in May, we have a walleye fishing series coming to you guys. So make sure you stick around for that. Thanks for joining me for Bassin 101, and we'll see you in the next series. Tight lines, everyone.